So I want to apologize for that. Yo, what's cracking with y'all? Somebody said WIRL stream. Yeah, I tried my hand at IRL stream, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I'm thinking about some new things. I want to just run it by you guys. Maybe this will give you guys more of an experience, because like for example, when I go out of town, which it's just the nature of the business. When I go out of town, I don't have this streaming set up. I can't bring it around with me. I know some of y'all might be like, yo, just go live on Instagram. It's just not the same experience. However, there's like an IRL component that's like really popping off these days in streaming, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I did one with Sneeko at the Power Slap event, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit was lit. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I was telling somebody the most part I enjoyed out of it is that IRL brought me back to a place that I haven't been to in years, and it's a place of like being outgoing, right? Because like these days I walk around and like for the most part I don't talk to people unless they talk to me, right? And I'm assuming people already have their mind made up about me, whether it's good or bad. So really I'm not as outgoing anymore. So I'm kind of like closed off, and usually it's like people like, hey, can I get a picture or something like that? But with IRL streaming, it's kind of dope. Kind of puts you back out there where it's like you kind of you kind of feel a little bit regular again. And by the way, of course, it's all done with like tons of security around, so you know what I mean, like it's not like niggas is really wilding. Anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. I'll give you a recap of my Vegas trip in a second, or maybe I'll do it at the top of the stream. But welcome to everybody on YouTube, welcome to everybody on Rumble, welcome to everybody on Twitch, and of course on Facebook as well. So I was in Vegas for the last week. A lot of stuff happened. Went to a Yachty concert, Power Slap event, somehow ended up at Carbone. That's like a little fancy restaurant, so all them rappers be rapping about. Apparently there's like a 3-month wait list like to even go. Somehow we just ended up there that night. What else happened? Tons of gambling, met a bunch of influencers, did a little IRL streaming. What else? Kicked it with some really interesting people, man, from CEOs to other influencers to just a lot of other people's. I was just saying, mostly in the influencer space that usually I don't see really at all. I'm kind of, secluded in what I usually do. But, I was kind of intermingling with a lot of people. Anyway, I'll give you a little bit more details on that later. We do got to get to a bunch of topics, and I do want to get to them quickly. Okay? Because you all know we usually start off every stream strong with topics, and then we kind of stray. So I will give you the update about my whole trip, try to break everything down. I got a little review for the Yachty concert that I went to. It was in Vegas. I talked to Yachty also. Like me and him, we actually talked for like, salute to him. Like he delayed his meet and greet for like maybe like a half an hour just to chop it up with me afterwards. But yeah, we had a great conversation. And I'll talk about his show too. So I don't know if I should start off top with that. But somebody said, how did the pod go with Brad and Steve? Actually, I did a pod. Yeah, I did that too. I did a pod with Brad. Steve wasn't there. I wish he was, but he wasn't there. But it was an amazing podcast with Brad. It's 3 hours long. I love to talk, so 3 hours is like nothing to me. All right, watch the Yak interview. Yeah, I heard that Yak got a Drink Champs interview out. Y'all gonna have to give me timestamps because I imagine that shit's long. We want to get to the relevant part. I heard he was talking about certain things with Boosie, this and third. Let me give y'all my agenda. Y'all tell me what I'm missing, okay? Let's start with that, okay? Somebody said, did you really see that Drake Glizzy video? Yo. Okay. Let me give you what's on my agenda and tell me if I'm missing anything, all right? I got a whole bunch of shit. Some of the same topics or the same themes kind of keep coming up. Unfortunately, some of these things just happen to be news. We're going to be talking about Kai Cenat a bit. Okay, Kai Cenat's doing a jail stream currently on Twitch, making a lot of noise. A lot of people have mixed opinions about it, but it's going very well. I actually popped in to see what he was doing. Right now, he has over, I think, damn near 100,000 people. He has a lot of influencers passing through. This is, like I've called him. I don't want to jump too far into the topic too quickly, but I've called him the Kanye West of streaming. But some people disagree and think it's actually mocking the experience of people who have to go to jail. Okay, Nicki and Kai, Nicki Minaj and Kai Cenat, they were on live for a little bit. They had a little interaction. We'll get into that. Lil Wayne wax figure. We're gonna talk about that. That shit was incredibly disrespectful. Unfortunately, we got to talk about the Blueface and Bluetooth. We got Krishan Rock, Lil Ma Boo, Blueface. We're gonna talk about them. Christian Rock taping phone calls, all that nonsense. But we do have some other shit to talk about. I hate that Christian Rock be all over my topic list these days. I'm trying to talk about Summer Walker, but it's Summer Walker and Christian Rock. For somebody who don't make music, she surely do know how to dominate the news cycle. We're going to be talking about JT and Uzi. What's going on with them? Is Uzi kind of like... I feel like Uzi's almost halfway baiting the fans to make us feel like he's in a place of distraught, maybe on a relationship level, which for fans, it's kind of the same thing that happened with A Boogie. If you know A Boogie is going through a tough time with his relationship, you expect fire music. And once we start hearing Lover's Rage 3, if we think that Uzi and JT are going through some shit, we think the music's going to be fire. But are they going through some shit? I've seen mixed things, you know what I mean? Uzi sends cryptic messages, but then he also said he loves JT because she's the only one who understands him. But while we're talking about JT, we got to talk about the City Girls. You know, they went triple plastic. You know, last time they went double styrofoam, this time triple plastic. They did an interview about it. And I kind of have a deep dive with the City Girls. I'm going to be very objective, but listen, if this is a day we should probably clip it up and send it to them. I'm going to be super respectful, but super honest, okay? Because if you ask me, not to give a spoiler, this City Girls shit, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like, so I watched the most disgusting interview you could possibly watch. I watched a woman care more about a award for a podcast she barely does, and really only does to promote her man or her side nigga, whatever the case is, more than wanted to talk about her own music. I seen somebody who, while she was sitting there on an interview, front and center had deli-owned liquor, which is owned by her side nigga, rather than have her album. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, some of these people are just kind of lost, but, you know, I always told y'all that City Girl shit was a fraud. A little good dick, that whole shit fell apart. You know what I mean? You know, come on, let's be honest, right? Let me see. Caesar. Fortunately, we're still talking about this topic. I don't intend to keep dragging this. This is now a criminal case. If Envy gets charged or not, who cares? But Caesar did put out a statement kind of clearing Envy's name, but not really, because he said that Envy wasn't involved, right? But he's not saying he's guilty, but he's saying he wasn't involved in the transaction, but he also then said that Envy's not a victim neither, okay? We're going to talk about the baby security. He knocked some nigga out. Let me tell you what's going on in the live streaming space right now, and I'll further get into it later. All of these security guards, they're leaving the rappers to go link up with the motherfucking streamers. That's just the honest truth about it. You know what I mean? All your favorites, like the security who knocked out the person, we're gonna see. I'm gonna show you the video and everything. That's the baby security, okay? Like, put it like this: the streamers are paying just as well, and there's less of a danger, way more luxuries. Most of the rap security guards are flocking towards these live streamers or IRL streamers. It's just a better gig. Carl Crawford, we might actually start there. Carl Crawford actually discussed Meg. If you don't know, Carl Crawford owns 1501 Entertainment. He signed Meg. They basically had this whole back and forth in court. They then settled like last week. But then an interview, which I don't know if it's new or was old, it just came out where Carl Crawford is talking about Meg and actually kind of really giving it up a little bit, okay? We're going to talk about that. Let me see what else. We're going to be talking about, we're going to address the obvious. I was watching one blog site that was talking about Drake now follows I think she's a South African artist, Tyler, and the comments are brutal. The comments is acting like Drake is R. Kelly now. Like Drake is grooming bitches. Like, yo, Drake just only likes them under 20. Like Drake's on some Leonardo DiCaprio shit. You get what I mean? And I want to do a deep dive on that. I know y'all think I'm the biggest Drake stan, this and third, but we do got to have some objective conversation about all of this stuff, okay? All right, bet. Cool. Am I missing anything? RIP Matthew Perry, thank you for that. To all my subs, thank you for that. For all the members on Rumble, thank you for that. For all the members on YouTube, the Academy page, thank you guys for that. And I'll read any super chats or donations in a second, all right? Everybody's cool? It's my little intro. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing some shit. Somebody say Drewski? What about Drewski? Oh, what the fuck? That was the first topic I had on there. Why is it not here? Oh, Dwight Howard. Yeah, that nigga gay. Dwight Howard. All right, we'll get to Dwight Howard as well. All right, let me just read a few donations real quick and then we get into it. Yo, Bozo, bro, I keep having to say that I'm not calling you Bozo, that's your name. Thank you for the 5. He said, yo, when's the new Sneeko Off the Record episode dropping? He says, you and Sneeko pod are always a W. We didn't do one this time in Las Vegas. We're probably going to do one. We try to space it out a little bit. You know, one thing about Sneeko I like when he lives a little bit of life, learns a few things, and goes through a few things that we could talk about. But he actually requested to do one, and he said there's just so much shit that he has to say. I don't want to give no spoilers, but he was talking some shit that was very, like, I don't know. We'll get to it, though. Call me Con, thank you for the 5. He says, yo, come back to Vegas November 17th and 18th for the F1 event. I'll DM you the details. Yo, hey, so from my understanding, someone in the U.S. or some company in the U.S. bought F1. Now, I don't know what F1 is. Do y'all know what F1 is? It's a racing event, right? Let me actually Google this bitch. So, this was explained to me in Vegas, and it blew my mind. F1 racing. Apparently, this is the first time this is going to happen in the United States. Now, let me see if I could... Okay, this is kind of... Oh, they killed me for the ad blocker shit. Apparently, this is going to happen in the United States, except it's...
A very warm welcome.
Oh, my God. Except it's going to happen in Las Vegas.
Second practice in Mexico.
It's going to happen in Las Vegas, on the streets of Las Vegas. So apparently, these fucking vehicles from Formula One are going to, which could go up to 240 miles per hour, they're going to be driven in a race in the middle of Las Vegas in November. Okay, so apparently some American company like either bought the rights to it or bought Formula One, and they're doing this for the very first time in the United States, and they're doing it in the streets on some like Need for Speed shit. They're doing it in the streets of Las Vegas. They're gonna shut down the streets for a week, and that shit's supposed to be going on November 17th or 18th or something like that. Which to me, that just sounds crazy, but I want to see how they do it. You know what I mean? Somebody said those cars are $15 million each. Really? These cars right here? Let me Google F1 racing Las Vegas. How is this gonna go down? Let me hear somebody explain it. All right, here we go. Formula One in Vegas. Yeah, like, so, I guess, is this the UK or is this France? This looks like the fucking Eiffel Tower with this bitch, right? Like, they're going to do this shit in the middle of, like, on regular residential streets, except, obviously, the road's going to be closed off. It won't be no regular cars on it.
It's almost time to rev up your engines, Vegas tourists and locals, because for the first...
And apparently, here's the funny... Again, I'm getting this from secondhand information. So, look here. You see how you see people on the side? They said to be here to watch this. There's even stands you can, like, sit in. It's $1,500 a ticket. $1,500 a ticket just to even be in the stands.
Locals, the F1 race is the next thing in a long line of huge sports-related moves for the city.
Make this a little small.
The last time F1 staged an event in Las Vegas, the entire track was built upon the parking lot of Caesar's Palace. However, this time around, the track will consist of a loop, including the famed Las Vegas Strip, taking racers by famous Vegas staples such as
these are the fountains by Bellagio, I believe.
the Bellagio, Treasure Island, T-Mobile Arena, and even the nearly finished MSG Sphere. All in all,
that Sphere shit is done, by the way. This was made 7 months ago. The Sphere shit is, like, done.
The entire track will consist of over 6 kilometers of Vegas roadway, with the city's famed infrastructure as a backdrop. Adding to the aesthetic, the Las Vegas Grand Prix will be a night event, meaning that the backdrop will be filled with all of Vegas's neon glory. The roads of Las Vegas are admittedly bumpy from the heavy amount of vehicle traffic they handle each day, and they will be resurfaced prior to the race in order to create a safe driving area along the Strip and other roads. While the final map of the track looks simple enough, F1 designers actually worked on 31 different proposed versions of the track before a group...
Alright, I know something I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. I can't believe they're bringing, like, some ridiculously, like, incredibly fast cars to race on the streets of Las Vegas, which has enough traffic already, but I could imagine traffic around this track. Anyway, yeah, so I might be out there for F1. I don't know. Remember, I got to go to the UK, and I'm not trying to travel too much for the rest of the year, but I do have some things to do. All right, cool. What else? Yo, Fresh Jones, thank you for the 10. He says, what up, Ak? When you gonna do a show in the H-Town? And what do you think of Wiz Khalifa's career and how it turned out? I think we should probably talk about that. I think, let me add Wiz Khalifa to here. Wiz, did he fall off? I seen him, he was back on Fig and he was kind of addressing it. And usually when you're at the point of addressing if you fell off, something isn't hitting like how it was hitting. So we should probably talk about that, all right? Thank you for that, Fresh Jones. Bozo also said, yo, hey, did you manage to film the Off the Pump, a little Pump Off the Record podcast while you're in Miami? We've been waiting for 3 years. Pump canceled on me like 2 or 3 times, bro. You know what I mean? So it's up to Pump whenever he wants to roll out music or whatever it is. Ben Had Motion, thank you for the 5. He says, F1 already been in Miami, but have you heard about Suge Knight discussing Akon? What? Suge Knight was talking about Akon. Okay, let me put that on the list too. Suge Knight, Akon. Superlicious TV, thank you, brother. He says, you gonna talk to Destiny soon? You keep saying that you will, but you never do. He's live right now. Potter combo would be nice. People call him the White Big Ack. Yo, I want to talk to him. I want to do an in-person thing with him. I haven't been to Miami in a while. Like, honestly, I haven't been to Miami in a while. That's the reason why you haven't seen me on Fresh and Fit. By the way, like, I briefly ran into Fresh and Fit in Vegas. You know what I mean? We had dinner, like, me and Fresh, whatever. But I haven't seen those guys as much as I would have because I haven't been to Miami, like, literally, I feel like months from now. You know what I mean? Hold on. Okay, cool. Kuwui says, yo, Destiny was going to host you on YouTube, but y'all don't follow each other? You can host people on YouTube? That's crazy. All right, cool. Let me just hop into some topics real quick, bro. Yo, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, and we should probably let's actually start with Carl Crawford and Meg, and then we'll get into Dwight Howard, yo, because the Dwight Howard thing is, like, convoluted because we've always heard rumors about him being a little bit, you know what I mean? But now we kind of have the proof. But let's get into this Carl Crawford and Meg Thee Stallion type of shit first, because, you know, remember I told y'all, right, and a lot of people thought it was gossipy, right? Hey, this whole thing, which, by the way, I get some people's disposition, like, we don't care why they were arguing, did the nigga shoot him? Cool, I get you on that. But it's important to understand why the night unfolded the way it did, right? Again, Tory's fucking one girl. The girl that he was fucking didn't know he was fucking her friend. They find out at the party. They start arguing. Tory was trying to fuck a third girl. That happened to be Kylie. Kylie sees all these bitches is drunk, kicks them out. They're arguing, moves from the party to the car, arguing. Somehow gun get involved. Shots get fired, right? Here is, I think this is probably the closest confirmation we've got, other than probably like somebody like me saying it. This is Carl Crawford, which is the former label owner for Meg Thee Stallion. He's talking about why Meg smashed Tory behind Kelsey's back. Remember, Kelsey's the best friend. Meg is the artist.
Right. And like you look at the Gunna situation, and then you look at this Megan situation. Right. Do you think people like pick and choose who they? It's almost like if they have all the information, you can see this. Like, okay, the information is here, but they still want to side with her because of maybe popularity, maybe because she's a female, or whatever. Like, do you think people pick and choose which side they play and not look at the actual facts?
Yeah, I think they do, and it's all just about like whatever everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? The whole, if it's your fan base, the media enticing people on what to do and stuff like that. But I just think that people just do what they want. Either they like you and want to root against you for whatever reason, and then something happen and they can do it, and you know, or they just enticed by like what they see, the media, and just go with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really be the one.
It's my last Megan. It's my last Megan question. My last Megan question. Then we're gonna go to greener pastures.
Yeah.
All right. It's been documented that Megan liked to smash her homegirl friends. Do you think she's like jealous of her or something? Why she keep on smashing her homies? Because she smashed a whole bunch of Kelsey's.
Man, you know, for the people that know, man, it's just they.
Hey, by the way, realistically speaking, you know, a lot of people, especially like the females who follow this case, they've encouraged Meg Thee Stallion to, on her comeback journey to start filing lawsuits like she's Cardi B. Okay? Now, I'm going to be very honest about you, or honest about all this. There is so much conversation, and this is just a fact. There is so much conversation behind the scenes about dozens of rappers that Meg allegedly on the come up have been intimate with. Like rappers who like with all due respect to them, like I didn't want to say because like some of them might be like, "Were you talking about me?" Like these guys are not even like these guys don't even have a hit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like there's a couple niggas who smash don't even got a hit. Like these niggas is like these niggas. Okay, I'm gonna give that name away. Okay, I don't give no names away. Like these niggas, they're not the man among their own group. You know what I mean? Like it's not even I don't know. Fuck. Anyways, the point is, I'm wondering if Meg, speaking of Blueface coming out, and by the way, I'm not trying to shame her. Like, hey, whatever it is. Even though, let's be honest, when we're gonna get out of Wokeville for a second, your sexual history as a woman is going to affect how people in the industry take you serious and how they perceive you. Now, I'm not saying it should affect how they treat you or mistreat you, but that's just the reality. If the word on the street is shorty fucks if you give her 1.5 cup of Henny and she's fucked him, that is going to be something that gets around very quickly in the industry, and you're going to start seeing people facetiously hang out with you because they've gotten the word of mouth that, yo, you trying to fuck this bitch, go get lit with her, she's down. You get what I mean? Now, hearing the conversation they're having, to me, this is confirming what I've been hearing. Because, it's not like I'm hearing this in independence. If you ask anybody behind the scenes, they all say the same shit. And that's why with even, Blueface coming out, and people's like, nah, yo, Meg's gonna be filing lawsuits. Like, if these things were, really that false, lawsuits and cease and desist would have been flying. But, in reality, I believe that nigga Blueface. You know what I mean? I've heard of niggas not even 1/10 as lit as Blueface who told me, I was in disbelief. Then I'm like, no, you didn't, nigga. But anyway.
They just want everything. You know what I'm talking about? It's just it's like if they feel like you got that because of they clout, you ain't gonna never meet no Tory Lanez without me. You know what I'm talking about? That's mine. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't finna never you wouldn't be up in this situation without me. Nah, I got, you know what I'm talking about? That's the mentality it is, man. That's you know what I'm saying? And that's what goes on with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, You gotta understand, shoot, this girl, person you dealing with, man, this girl Kelsey was, she had COVID at a time when people was dying every 3 to 4 hours.
Chat, this is the same story I told you we keep hearing. She started talking to Tory. She catches COVID. She was moving around with Meg, though. Right? At first, Meg is not sweating it. Okay, now talk to Tory. That's your nigga. She catches COVID, goes back to Houston. Meg starts fucking Tory. And this is why Meg's whole team never knew about the whole thing with Tory. Because Meg used to take private jets and sneak behind her assistants and other employees' backs. And even at times her security. So her security didn't even know she was fucking a nigga. You know what I mean? And it was one of those things, allegedly, that when she goes to link with him, she's relying on his security. You get what I mean? So her people are in the dark.
Every day. She could have easily been one of them statistics women right there. But what they was thinking about doing, this woman in COVID, you know what I'm saying? That just show you what type of person you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? This woman could have died. They wouldn't have gave her. Man, they was somewhere, living it up. You know what I'm saying? This girl back in Houston with COVID. Huh?
You cross out your best friend, goddamn it.
I'm just saying, it's damn, what if she would have died? Would y'all would have felt bad or anything? But I guess, she don't give a yeah, that's just, I know it sounds like, you know what I'm saying, because I know right now what's finna happen is finna be a sympathy rollout, you know what I'm saying? And they finna find clips in this video to kind of crank stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, but And so people would be like, how could you be so, or say bad things? And I'm not saying bad things. It's just that if this is the only experience that you have from a person, that's all you have to say. If it was something else I could say, I would say that. But it's nothing, you know. That's
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. You ain't gonna find nobody in the industry that
Y'all
will say
must have
that Meg. I'm wondering if that hurts Meg. What do y'all think about that? If the word on the street is that Meg is a thought, let's be honest, right? Like that seems to be in a roundabout way what everybody's describing it. Like Meg pretty much is easy or is a thought. Like, do you think that affects her? I mean, she's not making music like she's like Alicia Keys or Beyonce. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Finding out that, you know, not saying she is, but if I found out that Sexy Red was a hoe, like, I mean, she says she's a hoe, so what's the problem? I don't have a problem with it, right? Like, if I found out the City Girls are hoes, which I guess they're not because they're in, like, committed relationships or they're at least committed side chicks, whatever the case is, I wouldn't be that shocked. Do you think that it really matters with Meg Thee Stallion? I don't know. Anyway, he did talk about, real quick, let me see. He talked about one more thing with Meg, and then we're going to get off of this. Here we go. Yeah, he was not fucking with Meg at all. Hold on. I think this is it.
to us, the guy that I told you was coming to get me out the hood. His son, his name Michael Bourne. Me and him actually ended up playing in the major leagues together with each other.
Wow, that's dope.
But yeah, T. Ferris was one of those kids with us, and we all looked at that place as like a sorority. I mean, like a what they call it, sorority
like
type of thing,
fraternity
type thing. Well, we was all like locked in for life because we all played in this special league. We were number black kids, like the only little league.
Wow.
Number black kids, no white kids, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? This age 9 through 14, so we all was like close to each other. Like we never would have looked at each other in a way like, oh, I would never do this to you. You know what I'm saying? When we all like if one of them walked in the room and he played, he said, hey, I smoke a Jasper in this time. Man, me and him gonna be like partners immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, what he's trying to explain is that, so if you don't understand why him and Meg fell out, essentially, which this happens a lot in the music industry, this dude was cool with this other guy named T. Ferris, right? T. Ferris kind of becomes like her like day-to-day type of person. He's the label manager, right? But him and T. Ferris are business partners. T. Ferris realizes, and this is what happens when a lot of people try to snake people out, it's like, yo, rather than get a fee here, yo, I could get more from Meg if I get Meg away from this nigga and bring him somewhere else, I'll get a bigger role. That's where Rock Nation comes in. So T. Ferris pretty much like kind of concocts, allegedly, a plan to get in between him and Meg and then convince Meg that she's better off going to Rock Nation, right? And obviously Rock Nation is interested in just signing her directly, right? So this is what he's explaining. So basically it's his own homie that really slimed him out, you know what I mean? But this is the music industry. Your own friend will cut your throat.
Right here. Because, I know, like, soon as I retire, like literally, yeah. So I retired.
Kyle don't play the radio, boy.
Yeah, man. Every month. And you know what I'm saying? So, because I'm one of
T.
them
Ferris was sleeping on the couch, man.
Nah, he was sleeping in a room. I'm talking about a nice bed, everything.
I'm triggered.
So,
I'm getting triggered.
Nah, man. For real, man. So I'm sitting there like, hey, man, I'm one of them people, like, my coaches will tell you.
Heartbeat.
I'm a coach. I'm coachable. You get that label, you know what I'm saying? So that means you learn quick. So I took the same approach from baseball. I need my coach to be right here every day. I need to wake up, talking about music, go to bed, during the day, see how you move. Mm-hmm. So that's how I was. And I felt like that would speed the learning curve up. And it did,
Yeah.
So...
So, bruh, just basically,
yeah, man, it was
on
a
the
cold.
floor.
It was a cold.
That's
man.
cold, right there. I ain't gonna count that cold.
Yeah,
and
that was a cold one.
And of course,
because he was homeless. You know what I'm talking about? I put him back in the area.
Brother that he's supposed to be.
All right, yeah, he's not really saying as much, but by the way, salute to Ugly Money TV though. Yeah, so I mean, I think the story. I'm not too excited about these stories anymore. We're really beating a dead horse. Like, at the end of the day, Tory Lanez is doing 10 years. At the end of the day, Meg Thee Stallion, whether you consider her a hoe or not, whether you consider her a liar or not, she's going to probably come back and put out music and be successful. Carl Crawford has to go rebuild. It is what it is. Like, we've been talking about this for years. There's no new sides of the story that we're finding out. By the way, speaking of Tory Lanez got denied. He got denied bond. And, well, hold on. He got denied bond for his, he got denied on appeal for bond, right? So, essentially, he tried to get out on bail. They denied him at first, and then he appealed that denial. Again, remember, he's currently waiting for a possibly appeal hearing or a new trial that he could try to, again, prove his innocence, right? Currently, he's supposed to be serving a sentence. He's already in prison, but he's appealing his conviction. Now, in some cases, people could get out on bond while they await the decision of the appeal, whether it's granted or not. Basically, the judges told him no. Okay, he's going to be sitting in jail until at least when his appeal is granted, and then he'll probably try to get it again. If not, let me see. No. If not, he probably just won't be getting out at all. So pretty much, the opportunity of Tory Lanez getting out keeps shrinking. All of these things. By the way, the reason why this last one that happened yesterday was a huge deal is that I think I talked about this before. Tory Lanez was asking the judge, like he was asking the judge that already convicted him, scolded him. Also, he accused the judge of kind of being like, biased, right? That judge has no incentive to say, hey, I operated incorrectly during the case, so now I'm going to give you a bond, right? It's like, I think you guys get what I'm saying. It's like the same judge allowed all the evidence to be in play that helped to convict him. Tory's whole thing is that some of these things should have never been let into court. However, Tory's appealing, at least initially, to the same judge. So he gets denied, which, apparently, and I talked to his team, they knew he was going to get denied the first time. The second time, which is the appeal of that, they didn't think he was going to get denied, or they thought they had a better shot at least, right? The reason being is that it was a different judge, finally, that was going to rule on it, but the different judge said the same thing. Like, no, you're going to stay in jail, buddy. Okay? So, essentially, if you ask me, I don't think Tory's getting out, bro. I've seen people say he's going to get out in 4 years. I still think he's going to do 5 years, at least. You get what I mean? We keep hearing about things that just don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I seen Vlad put up, I had some good information that he got offered 3 years, this and third, and he had turned it down. Let me show the Vlad tweet. Which, by the way, to me just doesn't mean anything, right? Like, again, I don't think his whole thing was the years that he was going to potentially spend in jail. The whole thing with Tory was that if he takes anything that's a multi-year sentence, he's going to get deported. That's the only thing, right? So that's why he kind of went to war. Not saying that it was the smartest idea, but that's exactly why he went to war. Let me see if I can find what he was saying. Tory. By the way, also, I have a podcast or interview with Vlad that's now circulating, so you guys can go watch that too. Okay. Vlad says, remember when we broke the news that Tory Lanez was offered a 4-year plea deal? I spoke to someone who was working with him during that time, and they told me it was actually offered a 3-year plea deal initially, which he turned down, only to end up with 10 years. Again, we got to keep in mind 2 things. Any plea he would have taken would have been like a Chris Brown plea. What does that say? It's pretty much open and shut that you're going to have to admit to doing these things even though you're maintaining you're innocent, right? In the case of Chris Brown, he did beat up the chick. Tory's saying he ain't shoot her. But any plea he took, he would have to admit shooting her, okay? Which, by the way, you might be like, who cares if he admits it or not? He's going to get less time. His career's done, right? Like, he's not Chris Brown. Like, niggas ain't giving him a chance. It's done, right? Secondly, anything over a year, he's going to get deported. So that's pretty much how that kind of played out. And, yeah. So, yeah. Not much new information on this shit, man. We just kind of keep going, it's like these ancillary characters, like Carl Crawford still mad at Meg. I don't know why he would be so mad at Meg if they settled, but I would feel like he has a interest in not seeing her doing well after leaving his label, maybe, right? Which I gotta imagine that this interview was done probably before the settlement because usually in most settlements, there's usually a clause that says, yo, you don't talk bad about me, I won't talk bad about you. Or some type of NDA like, yo, just shut up about that, I'll shut up about this, let's just move on. But they came to a settlement and they both seemed kind of pleased. Anyway, let's get to the obvious, man. Dwight Howard, man. Is this nigga gay or what, bro? Now, the gay rumors has followed Dwight Howard for a long goddamn time. You know, by the way, we even saw this story, and this shit was ridiculous. Essentially, he's being put on blast for being like a really freaky bisexual type of nigga. By the way, apparently he has like kids. You know what I mean? The days of thinking, oh, a nigga got a bunch of kids. You know what I've realized? The niggas with the most kids, they the most sus. Think about it. The niggas with the most kids, some of them be like, how many kids does Dwight Howard have? The nigga got 5 kids, man, with 5 different women. Okay? And let me go to Neighborhood Talk. I think they have it. This is some wild shit I've ever seen. Apparently, my boy one day is trying to set up a threesome with 2 niggas. And I don't know where he met these niggas at, but the text messages are alarming, okay? I got to show you these text messages between Dwight Howard and 2 other grown-ass men that he was trying to fornicate with, bruh. Hold on, where is it? I got to find this shit. And by the way, the reason why this is coming back up is that there's so much stuff to really get into. Okay, the reason why all this is coming back up is that Dwight Howard, right, he was sued by one of his gay lovers, okay? And one of his gay lovers sued him, and actually, let me just read the article. Look, Dwight Howard is not backing out from his accuser. The NBA superstar admitted, and this is why people are now realizing this nigga's gay. So when you file a lawsuit to somebody, people have 2 options. You cannot respond to it, and it'll probably go into default, or just how the civil proceedings go, you have to do an answer. You have to do all these type of things before it even gets really to court. So Dwight Howard just trying to lay his facts down on the table. He basically said, yeah, I fucked the dude, but it was consensual. You get what I mean? And basically saying the dude is trying to do a shakedown because he has hurt feelings, okay? Now, again, nobody cares about the other shit. People are like, whoa, did you just admit you're gay, nigga? So essentially, that's the whole thing. That's why this story's jumping again. Like, legally, in his response, he's admitted that he's gay. And what I mean by he's admitted he's gay, he admits he fucks dudes, okay? So he admitted that he met up with the dude to engage in sexual activities. Now, listen, you know what's so funny? I'm going to give you a little information, too. I met Dwight Howard at Drake's concert. Nigga tall as a motherfucker. By the way, I don't even, like, I'm going to like, I'm not disrespecting gay people. I have a lot of respect for the LGBTQ plus IA community. But I'm going to be honest with you. Wait, is this wait. This ain't a fucking nipple piercing, is it? Oh, my God. Yo. So I meet Dwight Howard, which, by the way, he promised that he would come on my pod. And I would love for him to still come on the podcast. Pause. But still, yeah, come on the podcast. Pause on the comment. Pause. Anyway, here's the thing. When I met him, the dude is 7'1". Like, he stands out in any room, right? And I'm going to be honest with you. Bro, the baddest bitches, like, to keep it real, all the bitches in there were, you could tell, it's like they were sniffing Drake out. They were like, where's Aubrey? It's an OVO lounge after the shit, right? This tall motherfucker comes in, and I ain't gonna lie, he's probably one of the only people, well, MGK was back there and a few other people. He was one of the only people I seen bitches was like, oh shit. Like, bitches were flocking at him. You know what I mean? Started surrounding him and shit. And for that moment, I looked at him and I said, ain't no way pussy is running at you this aggressively and you fucking gay. Ain't no way, brother. Nigga, it's like bitches, like, the whole time, it's like bitches just looking up at him, just want his attention. And I'm like, yo, these hoes love you. Nigga, how the fuck could you be gay? You know, no disrespect to gay people, but I'm just saying, like that shit wasn't computing to me. You get what I mean? But anyway, me and him, we had talked briefly, and I told him, I was like, yo, you should come on to the show. We were trying to set it up because he was in town, clearly. We didn't get it done. And then we actually posted a variation of this on one of our pages. And, like, the dude that was with him, that's, I guess, his manager, was like, yo, they hit us with a text was like, "Your Dwight Howard does not appreciate your post about some." I was like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? Get out of here, man. Listen, it's either you're gay or not. It's not that big of a deal if you're gay." Pretty much, he was saying he didn't appreciate that we posted the fact that he admitted that he's gay in court documents. And let me be very accurate about that. He didn't say he's gay, because nowadays you can fuck dudes and not be gay, which is... He didn't appreciate that we pointed out that he admitted to having sex with the man. You get what I mean? Anyway, it says the superstar admitted to meeting up with Stephen Harper to engage in sexual activities, but says the sexual assault allegations stem from hurt feelings, okay? They said that, if you recall, Harper alleged that Dwight Howard tried to force him to participate in a threesome with a man dressed in drag. He says he was unaware another person, a.k.a. Kitty, would be present during the link-up, but Dwight says that wasn't true. He claims that he blocked Harper on Instagram, and that's when things went left. Court documents show Dwight allegedly had Harper confronted him with two options: pay up or have your reputation ruined with a fabricated story. You know what's crazy? You know what's so crazy about this? The truth is wilder than whatever this nigga could have said. Like, nigga, you just admitted that you about to have a threesome with two niggas. Like, that's the craziest part. Nigga, if the truth is that crazy, what could the lie have been? Dwight, who has been pretty private with the public about his sex life, does not deny any claims that Harper is making about what led up to that meeting. However, he vehemently denies being an abuser and says Harper is just a man scorn. Now, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Tell this little moist ass nigga, bro, ain't nobody rape you, nigga. Get your stupid ass on out of here. You a grown man, nigga. I don't care how much estrogen or testosterone blockers you got going on. I don't care if this nigga's even 7 foot, man. He ain't. Come on, bro. Stop it. We gotta stop it, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. You showed up for that damn threesome, dog. Okay? You showed up for that threesome with two niggas, man. That's what it is, man. Ain't nobody sexually assault you. So I'm on Dwight Howard's side with that. But that's not the part that nobody really cares about. Okay, let me keep... I gotta find these fucking texts. These texts is where he really gives it up. Where are the text messages? I might have to... I thought this page had it. Dwight Howard text message. This shit was wild. Oh, here they are. Yo, chat, check this out, bro. This shit is wild as a motherfucker right here. Let me zoom in and shit. Okay, Exhibit A. Make sure y'all can see it. How do I zoom in like this? Okay. So this is I guess screenshots from the dude's thing, and this is him messaging Dwight Howard. Okay. So here's the first message right here. Dwight Howard sends to him, like, this is like very important. Wait, hold on. I gotta get this bigger pause. What the fuck? Copy image address. We'll just do it like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this says this is Saturday, May 29th, 9:10 a.m. Yo, who's trying to have a threesome at 10 a.m.? Yo, this is some real freaky shit right here. This is that freak boy behavior. So anyway, apparently Dwight Howard sends him a devil emoji. Now, I got to pull up this nigga's Instagram if I can find it. I think the nigga look wild gay. Like, nigga, you know a gay nigga when you see him, bro. That nigga gay, okay? There ain't no, like, mystery. There ain't no, oh, I thought it was a bad bitch. This nigga is a nigga, okay? So he sends a demon emoji. The nigga says, yo, what's up, sexy? Then he says, none, you. Shit, just starting off my day about a shower and a few. What the fuck? This nigga sent 3 fucking, like, looking eye emojis, like. He says, I got you. What you got planned for today? He says, you in Atlanta? We play today. Say, yeah, I stay in Atlanta. I've been doing some modeling in Chicago. What about you? And word, that's what's up. Good luck, sexy. Atlanta and Philly. Holy. Nah, this nigga's gay. I ain't gonna hold you, man. This nigga's gay, bro. Okay, here we go. It says, gotcha. So I'll be in New York next month, but she'll be back in Atlanta after that. Dwight Howard says, oh, okay, that's what's up. The dude says, Not sure when you're free, but I would love the link. Devil emoji. Then Dwight Howard says, who am I talking to? The dude says, I'm Steven, my bad. Okay, we got this man on Instagram. Let's see this gay ass nigga right here. The Stephen Harper. Hold on, chat. This nigga look like that nigga that sing Lotus Flower Bomb, man. What the fuck? Oh, he knew this was a nigga, man. Oh, hell nah. This nigga gay, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This nigga is gay as hell. Anyway, all right, so this is the nigga he's messaging. What in the fuck? Bumbo clot, dog. Fire for them. Okay, all right. So it's clearly a nigga. Ain't no like, ambiguity. All right, cool. So the dude says, yo, I'm Steven. My main IG is Stephen Harper. So Dwight Howard likes it. And then the dude says, thoughts, LOL. He says, I was waiting on you to send some pictures. I was waiting. And then the person says, oh, I got you. Holy. Ain't it ironic Superman was gay? Didn't they used to call him Superman in the NBA? Anyway, hold on. Wait. What's the other one? Okay. So then he sends this message. I don't know if this is the same person or just at a different time, but it's Monday, July 19th, 12:53 a.m. Another demon emoji. Anytime you got Dwight Howard on some freak boy shit, he starts sending devil emojis, okay? So the dude says, what's up, sexy? He says, what you doing? The dude says, I was helping my sister cook, but just now chilling right now. What you doing, babe? Then Dwight Howard says, I'm just thinking about that meat. Fruits. 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 Meat man. Yeah, that's me. Holy, this is crazy. Nigga said, I was thinking about that meat. So you trouble. Laughing my ass off. It's like, LOL. Oops. Oops. Yo, this nigga is bricked the fuck up typing all this shit. Oops. I just want it. I just want it. I just want it. Now, here is the part that got me fucked up. Listen, I ain't gay. I really, got no horse in the race, pause, with none of the gay shenanigans and activities. But if a nigga is 7'8", 300 pounds, the nigga was jumping over cars from the free throw line. Ain't one time he jumped from the 3-point line and dunked in the NBA? Ain't one of the people in the gay relationship supposed to give the dick and one to take the dick? How is he asking a nigga for the meat? Or unless he's talking about the booty meat. He's talking about the meat? Like, what meat is he talking about? I got some questions. Yo, if you 7'5", ain't nobody should be bending you over in a goddamn threesome or nothing, nigga. He says, I want it. The nigga says, when? Now. Oh shit! This nigga look like he trying to Instacart some meat. Who all over there? So I don't want to raise no eyebrows. What the fuck? Oh, they look like they fucked already. This ain't first time fucking. This is sneaky link vibes. This is, yo, listen, you know what we do? Let's just get it done type shit. Okay, I bet. Oh shit. Nah, this nigga so wild, he ain't even do this shit in vanish mode. He just kept this shit out there. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Oh, I gotta go over here again. So then he says, oh, so the dude sends him a photo. God knows what that photo probably looked like. Oh my God. With a tongue emoji. And this nigga said, damn, with the mouthwater emoji. Then yo, this is wild mook right here. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Yo, this is crazy. Somebody might talk to me. Yo. Okay. Then he says, you got some cum shots? LOL. So I don't, but I can make you some personal ones though. He said, I just want to see your dick. God damn, man. This nigga is forward as a motherfucker. I just want to see your dick. Holy shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think this nigga can make the Hall of Fame after this one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So I got you, sexy. The nigga sends him a video. He hits him with a double exclamation mark, and his mouth is still watering. Chat.
Froze.
No way. Okay, what about this one? Let me check this out. Copy image. Right here. Okay. So this is so who all over there? So I want to raise some eyebrows. LOL. Said nobody. My son is in his bed. Wait, what the fuck? Nah, this is weird now. You can't have a threesome with two grown ass men. If I woke up and my father was fucking two grown men, I would bust in the room with a gun thinking that they were trying to rob him. What y'all do to my daddy? Why y'all picking on my daddy? Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, could you imagine? You walk in and they got your father in a leg lock, naked, choking on cop. Nigga, tell me the truth. Wouldn't you think like yo, it's some intruders robbing the place? Nobody. My son is in his bed. Perfect. You would just have to leave before everybody wake up. It's like, okay, you gonna be up? You know I'm an hour away. I'll come. Yeah. Bet let me get ready. Okay. All right. So this right here, tongue, and this is like pretty much a dick emoji. Damn, man. Yo, at 7'5", you too tall to be sucking dick, bro. Like, let's keep it a bean, bro. Nigga, even though your knees, you as tall as that motherfucker. How the hell you sucking cock, bro? Like, how does this work? Nigga, even fit like on some physics level, nigga. How the fuck does this work? You're 7'5", nigga. Even on your knees, you still like 6'3", bro. How the fuck does this work? But let's continue. This is crazy. Hold on. Okay, so all right, so these are pretty much all the messages that exist. At least these are the ones that are submitted into court. Oh. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find the. I want to find his proof about the threesome. Jesus Christ. Here we go. In a complaint, Harper said that Howard wanted a threesome with Kitty. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. A nigga named Kitty, pause. But he resisted. He said Kitty started performing oral sex on Howard. Oh, so Dwight Howard, he don't only suck dick, he get his dick sucked too. Okay, I bet. Okay. All right. Harper said he was uncomfortable and didn't want to participate. He said Howard tried to reach to touch his gooch and his thigh and stroked his penis through his underwear. Could you imagine Dwight Howard jacking you off, nigga? That nigga used to hold a whole basketball like it was a fucking tennis ball, nigga. That nigga held it like it was a ping pong ball. Imagine that nigga hold your shit. Harper says he asked Howard to stop. Instead of listening, he claimed Howard told him he was gonna do whatever and he was gonna like it. Holy. The defendant. Hold on. Nah, this is crazy. Nah, this is fucking crazy. This is some Terry Crews shit right here. Defendant stood up, towering over Harper, grabbed him by the thighs, and forcibly removed his underwear, held him down, and sucked his cock. Oh my God. It's like a horror movie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nah. This is like a horror movie. Yo, this is a horror movie. The defendant grabbed him by the thighs, ripped his pants down on some, like, you know that scene, Money Mike in the bathroom? He ripped his pants down and sucked his cock. Oh my God, no. This is worse than Freddie and Jason. No, this is worse than Saw. This is worse. This is horrible. No, this is traumatizing. What? Held him down and performed non-consensual oral sex on Mr. Harper. He was in fear of imminent bodily harm when he was pinned down and was forced to remain in place while the defendant continued to lather his penis in saliva. Oh my God, no. He said Howard stopped performing the sexual act on him when he realized he wasn't enjoying it. The suit said Howard then ordered him to his bed and said that Kitty was having sex with Howard. Harper said Howard forced him to perform oral sex on him. He said he tried to call an Uber after the incident, but Howard made Kitty take him home. The lawsuit accused Howard of assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. In his response, Howard denied that Harper was surprised by Kitty. He said the plaintiff was aware that would be arriving at the home prior to the plaintiff. What? The plaintiff was aware that would also be arriving at the home prior to plaintiff even arriving at the defense. That don't make no sense. Howard admitted Kitty was a man dressed as a woman. In addition, Howard admitted that he touched Kitty and Harper, but he said it was all consensual activity. Now, I can't get over that. I ain't gonna lie to you. It would be a 7'5" nigga to hold you down and suck your cock on some non-consensual shit. Like nigga, yo, you trying to do the D Savage. You know that D Savage picture where he tucking his shit? You trying to tuck your shit and that nigga is grabbing your shit. No, you gonna get this. You gonna get this head right here. The three agreed to touch one another and engage in consensual sexual activity, Howard's lawyer wrote. Damn. Harper said this is the Uber receipt. Basically, I guess he had called the Uber, either going there or maybe it was the Uber going back, but they said Kitty brought her back, or him back. Howard denied he sexually assaulted Harper or forced him to receive or perform any sexual acts. He has demanded the whole lawsuit to be thrown out of court. As Radar Online first reported in the lawsuit, Harper submitted text messages and an Uber receipt from July 2021 to prove he did visit Howard's home. Holy shit. Apparently he's facing a lawsuit by 2 women who was hired to take care of his giant snake and a dispute with his ex-butler. I don't know, man. Anyway, it kind of led up to it, and let me see if I can find this interview. This shit was kind of funny. Dwight Howard interview. Recently, Dwight Howard sat down on an interview, and I don't know why he would sit down on an interview and expect niggas not to ask him about if he is gay or not. And by the way, I just want to say, I know a lot of people are using this excuse of it's nobody's business, this, that, and third. I mean, yeah, it is. It is somebody's business. When you have allegations that are stemming from some of your bedroom activities, yes, it is important to know what the fuck you're into. It's not that niggas is going to judge or should judge, but nigga, if you're not gay, if you've never done nothing with niggas, and it's just like how, remember when they said that Usher gave a nigga herpes? It was like, yo, how is that possible? It's like, yo, wait, Usher's fucking niggas too? Like, we got to ask certain questions. I'm sorry to say, like, at that point, we have to ask questions. Now, I don't know about the Usher situation, but Dwight Howard, it looks like, if he's filing in his lawsuit that it did happen. Let me see if I can click on it and find it. Here we go.
Hey, bro. Viral, bro. It's a lot of things. So I just gotta ask for the people. Me personally, I don't give a fuck, right? But they say this is the safest time. Are you gay, bro?
Is this what you want to talk about?
Yes.
No, I don't want to talk about that,
So
bro.
then why are we talking about it?
Nah, this what you see. That's where the interview fucked up. This what you want to talk about? Yeah, I want to talk about if you're gay. Yeah. This is the subject matter I would rather discuss.
Because you went viral off of that, bro.
I
So
done
the
been
thing.
viral for
I don't want to talk about you playing with the Shanghai Sharks. I seen him over there in Japan. That nigga crossing everybody up, jumping from the free throw line, hitting threes. Good. You're 7'8" playing versus a bunch of 4'3" midget Chinese niggas. I'm sorry, you're supposed to play like that. Congratulations. We don't care. Did you get your cock sucked in a threesome? Did you forcibly suck that nigga dick? That's how I want to ask you. Facts.
a lot of things.
And I want to talk about that too.
And what I do in my personal life is nobody fucking
Thank you.
business.
Thank you. I just want you to answer that.
I keep going. It's
go ahead.
nobody business.
Right.
And if you inquiring, why?
Why? Because I
I'm
was just
talking about for other people. Why?
I'm gonna tell you why I care, bro. Because again, the allegations are saying something that what we know to be the norm. We know you for having baby mama Royce Reed. She was a cheerleader. You have 5 kids with 5 women. You get what I mean? However, that's not representative of the other side of your life, which now we're getting allegations about. That's why we're talking about it. Like, if you want to suck cock in your pastime, do your thing. But when you suck them cocks, just make sure them niggas cocks who you suck ain't saying you raped them. That's it.
Not for me. I don't give a fuck, bro. I want to talk basketball. I want to talk other shit.
I don't want to talk no basketball. I'm sorry. We only talk about one type of ball. Did you suck that nigga's dick? That's it. That's the only question we'll ask.
Shit. Yeah. But they're going to say, PR, you just didn't do your job. This is part of the job, the bullshit part of the job, right?
I understand.
People, you know what I'm saying? It's shit stupid. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Really, let's talk about something else. That's you.
Y'all can stop with the nonsense. Worry about all this bullshit crap. Mind your business. They say you going on dates with dudes, bro. Why the hell do you or anybody care who the hell I spend my time with? That's the problem with y'all people. Y'all worried about who people spend their time with. Whatever I'm doing in my bedroom is my damn business. Whatever you doing in your bedroom is your damn business. That ain't for everybody. And everybody don't need to know. You ain't gotta say anything about what you doing in your fucking house. It's your house. You ain't gotta explain that to nobody. No matter what they say. They can say anything. Who gives 2 shits? Y'all too damn nosy, worried about what I'm doing in my bed. Hell, the people who know what's going on in my bed, they know what the hell going on with my bed.
All right, chat. We don't really need to get into this topic no more. The nigga basically admitted he's a fucking mechanic, and he like working with transmissions and all type of trans parts. Like, let's keep it a bean. You feel me? Let him do his thing. Again, he's right to a certain extent, but we are hearing allegations from your boyfriends. Like, your boyfriends and side niggas, they're running their mouth and they're accusing you of serious crimes. You get what I mean? When people ask you that, shit, just like how you said in the lawsuit, if you're like, yo, listen, hey, if anything I've done with any men has been consensual, that could have answered it right there. But you acting like nobody gives a fuck. But anyway, it is what it is. Anything more on this shit? Somebody said y'all gay for Karen. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, man. I think it's gonna be sounding politically incorrect and shit. If he wasn't fucking lady boys, he would have won a ring in Orlando. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Wasn't fucking lady boys? Was he playing with Kobe for a minute? Come on, man. Bean would have had a bunch of more rings. Like, come on, man. Like, we already know what it is, man. Come on, like, let's be honest, dog. Bro, like, nigga, if like, just based on these allegations, even if it's true, my nigga, I understand why you never were Shaq. Like, my nigga, you can't be Shaq and sucking cock. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that shit just doesn't work. I'm sorry. Like, I'm probably making some politically incorrect, like, assumptions and assertions, but it's true, my nigga. You're not going to dominate on the basketball court and then, like, nigga, the only balls you dunking, nigga, is that motherfucker's kitty's balls in your mouth, nigga. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bruh. That's not Mamba mentality. That nigga said, I need that meat. Whoa. All right. Anyway. But it does put this shit in perspective, man. Did y'all see, there was an injury. I remember he had an injury to like his asshole or some shit like that. That shit was weird. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Right here. Dwight Howard's back soreness turned out to be a butt injury. Nigga, how you got Kitty punishing you in the paint? Yo, Kitty was punishing him, bro. Nigga, if you have a nigga blowing out your back and you can't show up to your real job to do work, something is wrong. Look at this article. This is 2018. Washington Wizards center Dwight Howard got some mixed news on the injury that has kept him out during the preseason. On one hand, the issue isn't that serious. Yeah, all right. On the other, it's definitely more embarrassing. Turns out, he wasn't dealing with a back soreness after all. It was actually his butt that was the source of the discomfort. He visited a specialist in New York and has a pyromorphous injury, which is a muscle in the buttocks. This nigga getting his cheeks clapped so much, the nigga is fucking his ass cheeks out of alignment. This nigga got the tranny fucking his booty cheeks out of alignment. Holy! It's a muscle in the butt, according to spinehealth.com. It runs diagonally from the lower spine to the upper surface of the femur, whatever. Fuck all that. Can you get that injury by getting fucked by a dude? Like, let's keep it a bean, man. It sounded like he had Kitty hit him with a strap. Real talk. You know 50 said, get the strap? Yeah. Kitty was hitting that nigga with a strap, nigga. Wait, we crashed on Rumble? Hold up, man. Yo, I'm still saying though, bro. There's just like, if you are 7 foot tall, bro. Ain't no fucking way you should be getting bent over, bro. Anyway, all right. God bless that man, though, you know? All right. What the fuck is all this? Okay. Somebody said, who's got an injury like that? I don't know who's got an injury like that. All right. By the way, thank you for the donations. A lot of y'all. Somebody says, somebody said, I damn near crashed the whip, man. Meat man. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's Dwight Howard. By the way, here's the thing, too, though. You know, another thing, again, I guess you can't, like, drag these niggas out of the closet because, like, they be, like, so firm in the closet, my nigga, they really don't want to come out. But, bro, with all due respect, we know you gay. It would be nice if you came out to advocate for other people because at the end of the day, you've had a really good career. And your legacy cemented, pause, whether you do anything more or not. The fact that you were gay is not going to tarnish your name. But there's probably going to be a young kid somewhere who's in a basketball locker room who, you know what I mean, is going through maybe some of the same things you went through. And I do think that, you know, you coming to terms and actually even vocalizing the reality about your lifestyle will probably help somebody else in their acceptance or, you know, their bravery with, you know, even tackling some of these issues or probably prevent them from possibly get bullied or whatever the case is. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but him running away from this topic just seems stupid, bro. Like, dog. Like, gay niggas been in the NBA, bro. A lot of these niggas, like, in reality, niggas be gay. Like, there's a lot of gay people, you know what I mean? Wasn't Jason Collins gay? He just sucks. Like, that nigga was averaging, like, 0.2 points. Dog, at least you was a monster. Pause. Put, like, extra pause on that. You feel me? Whatever. Somebody said Rumble's down. Let me see if I could start it back up again. All right. Okay. Enough of that. I know some of y'all want to hear about this bullshit all night. Okay. The next thing I want to address really quickly, I want to talk about the City Girls. I want to briefly talk about the City Girls. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think the City Girls are completely over with. And they did the most pathetic interview I just seen recently. And we need to hold some of these makeshift chameleon, non-talented, lazy, non-passionate people accountable. You see, the City Girls are the definition of people who have gotten to places in their career without ever really doing the work. Let me be very, very clear about them. The City Girls are a byproduct of good writers, good people that put image around them, people that branded them the City Girls. There's nothing the City Girls has actually ever really did for their fucking self. And that's the problem. Because there's always a bunch of people who are working so hard, they're talented, whatever, they don't get the break that they kind of want, and they either never make it or never make it to those heights. But it's always frustrating to me when I see people like the City Girls who clearly, like, I watched this interview and I realized these two should have never been hot to begin with. They sat there uninterested in the music. They sold 4,000 records for first week. And while answering why they sold 4,000 records, Shorty got a DeLeon bottle in front of her more than she got to talk about music. She talks about DeLeon. You know whose liquor that is? The nigga who's fucking her. How City Girl behavior is that? What? They talk about, oh yeah, there wasn't a lot of promotion. Yeah, I'm going to tell you why it wasn't a lot of promotion. Because when it was time for you to promote, you were too busy holding up a sign for a nigga who you're not even a main chick for. How about hold up a sign? Get my album. New song in stores. Go listen to me. I am making music. You a cheerleader for another nigga. I watched this interview, and not only could I tell that Carisha is completely detached from music. Secondly, I could tell that her whole act has been a fraud. you know, in trying to be edgy and trying to like continue, because like Carisha's 30, trying to continue to compete with some of these young provocative girls who are saying a lot of shit, chicks bragging about STDs, old type of raw dog queen. She said on her show she likes to get peed on. She now came back to say she doesn't. That was a lie. She's never done it in her life, and it reminded me why the city girls are to me the biggest fraud in music. Unfortunately, the music that got them on is the backdrop for the bunch of other things they really wanted to do. They just want to be social media celebrities with a rich nigga. I watched this interview and I looked at Carisha's body language. She looked stuck on stupid. Only time she talked was about Diddy. Ain't got a goddamn thing to say about the album. Ain't got a goddamn thing to say about the City Girls. The energy between them was off. I could tell JT's like, I need to lead this chick. Both of them are in denial. Charlamagne asked the question at one point, hey, don't y'all think that this whole idea of y'all being city girls and y'all are both in like relationships or really occupied and busy with men kind of contradicts it? And it was like, nah, no, it don't. Yes, it does. Let me see if I can play some of this shit without getting striked.
Jesus.
But
No,
I'm just saying, like, it's tough times.
Does the conversation that people are having about like first week sales, do y'all care about stuff like that, or do y'all like we don't?
I mean, I care. Like, I think that of course.
Cap. Hey, I seen people saluting her, and by the way, I have no problem with JT. You know what I mean? Love her, love Uzi, but I'm gonna speak honest. Y'all can't care about sales if y'all put zero effort into the album, like zero.
It's like nobody want to see that online about themselves, and I feel like at the same time you get what you put in and shit. Like I feel like
her answer was good, but their whole. It's like me admitting that I fucked up, but it's like not really addressing that I'm gonna do something different to not fuck up.
collectively we didn't do what we had to do to promote the album.
I was gonna say that.
I don't even know what that means anymore because I don't see record labels.
I really didn't know the album came
out.
out last week until.
Look at Carisha the whole time. The whole time she's sitting there like a DeLeon model. When are we gonna talk about? When are we gonna talk about Poppy's new liquor? She don't care about music.
Till you told me.
How would you have-
usually you would see people
it wasn't
out.
a lot of. It wasn't a
Like
lot
I feel
of.
like this interview should have been last week to promote the
How
album.
would
That
you
came
have
out
done it
Friday.
And I
differently?
said that, but they was like, when we asked about like coming to the Breakfast Club before, they said that like, oh, when we come, it's gonna drive people to the out. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but what I could say is you get in what you put out. Like if you don't go hard with promoting your shit and putting it in people's face, like of course it's gonna miss people.
Yo, you ever walk into the liquor store and there's always that one pretty girl in front of, they're trying to sell one type of bottle. This chick don't got a fucking word to say in the English language unless it's DeLeon or Diddy. DeLeon, Diddy, or Dick. Triple D's. Nothing else she want to talk about. Then this chick is just scrambling. Yeah, we should have. No, if y'all were going to sell an album, let me say newsflash to all of y'all. You should be talking this. I see these girls on social media, right? They talk about everything else. Put it like this. I see her having a karaoke sing along to Nicki Minaj on live, but I never see her promoting her music the same way. That's a problem. I'll see her throwing phones at Uzi, but I'll never see her throwing a hit up on the charts. That's a problem. Are we not seeing the same things? And I'm not going hard at them because they're women. I'm just telling you, like, I know when I see an artist that don't give a fuck, and those are two of them. Those are two of them. This is the breaking point for the city girls. Y'all either break up or y'all will fade into existence. Or I know she's going the podcast route. I hope you go the marriage route with Uzi because at this point it is completely donezo for y'all career. It is a wrap. Grand opening, grand closing. Y'all don't care about it. Clearly, you know what I mean? Like, you know, with all due respect, JT, I think people have acknowledged that if there is anyone with the musical talent, it is you. However, we all are in the know that you had writers or y'all had writers to come up with some of these concepts, records and the records that did work. Yeah. Like, how did y'all fuck up the situation with Yachty? He was giving y'all the hits. Why are the new records just seeming lackluster? Why does it seem like y'all on side missions when in reality, if y'all cared about the art? Again, I'm only saying this because I do think that they have criminally undershot their potential. Because when you think about this new era of girls where regular women, quote unquote regular women, were coming into the game and getting loved by the fans, they started the wave that you've seen the Glorrillas, the Sexy Reds are benefiting from. Except now, they just look like they got on and got lazy.
When I feel like it missed a lot of people, and then by the time people discovered it, it was discovered as a joke. Like, a lot of people found out through our record sales because that was probably the most viral thing. Like,
I found out because of the tweet.
See, that's she's describing a problem, but not realizing, JT, every other fucking week you're trending on Twitter or the Shade Room. It's up to you to make sure the music is promoted with that. It's not like you're not getting no attention. You're getting a lot of attention just for everything but the music, but it's not like you're trying to throw the music in people's face either.
Tweet, the real assholes tweet. I was like, oh shit.
See, that was good marketing.
Yeah, that was good marketing. I said it.
That was good. It got a lot of people talking.
And I didn't even know the Usher song was y'all single.
That wasn't good marketing. Stop it. Stop it. You see, this is when dumbass statements, like people let them go. Calling an album Real Ass Whores while y'all are both in relationships, it just told me y'all were making a fraudulent record. It told me that y'all were trying to still portray something that y'all are obviously not anymore. Y'all are not the young 22-year-old girls who are just, outside and just popping in fucking random dudes. Y'all are women who are trying to settle down. So that title to me was not promotion. That title to me was like, oh, they're desperate. They're just saying Real Ass Whores. They're desperate.
I thought that was an Usher record.
Oh. That was so long ago.
That's my point. So that's what I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
like that was so long ago with the video. When I saw it on the album, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a City Girls record.
I just feel like with us, we've just been wanting this album to come out for so long. And a lot of these songs that's on the album, we wanted as single like 2 years ago. So kind of like, we just was wanting these songs out, wanting this album out too. When it finally came out, it was just all over the place. So.
Grand opening, grand closing, man.
Yeah.
So who fault is that? The label? Y'all? Who
Because we
fault?
didn't see much of y'all last week.
Okay.
This week I'm seeing a lot. And then we were excited because I think they said JT was supposed to.
Hey, Carisha, it's not your label's fault. It's not your label's fault. Let me give y'all a little industry one-on-one chat. This is what I believe has happened. And by the way, I still predict that wait, did we get the I think we should have got the final. Let me see the final. I think we should have got the final. I think they did like 4K or some shit like that. I'm surprised that their label didn't buy records to make it look good. So let me tell you what I believe is happening. I'm gonna tell you what I think is happening. Hold on. Wait. And this is what I'm gonna say. You can't blame the label. The label done gave up on them. Hey, if y'all haven't heard it, just listen to me. They done gave up on you. I'm gonna tell you why. They realize y'all ain't trying. And let me tell you why you can't blame the label. For any artist, a label's gonna approve a certain budget. Okay, we're gonna have a budget of $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, whatever amount of money to promote a project. When they see the artist don't give a fuck, or the artist is trying to double dip, and I'll tell you what I mean by double dipping. Anytime they get a platform, they're promoting something that the label can't make money off. They get a platform, they're talking about a podcast that benefits Diddy. They get a podcast, they're promoting DeLeon, which is sitting right here. That's not helping Capital. So you know what ends up happening? The label starts to say, Why would we spend money when y'all are putting in no effort to promote our product and promote other shit? We're going to just, the budgets are going to get less, so you can't blame the label. If there's no effort on your side, you can't blame the label for stop spending. Now, if they were going hard on social media, yo, dropping freestyles, like, yo, going crazy, like, yo, we having a contest, yo, blah, blah, let's get people invested back into the music, the label is going to follow suit. This told me that the label has given up on these two, and it's very sad. Somebody just said it right in the chat. They're not city girls no more. They're housewives. That's the best thing I've seen thus far about them. That's right. They're not city girls no more. They're housewives. They have abandoned the entire reason why they even had a movement. Other girls are doing it better. Other girls are younger. Now, this is Real Housewives of Star Island and Philadelphia. Featuring Uzi and Diddy. That's it.
All over the place. So,
yeah.
So who
what
fault
you
is that?
saying?
The label? Y'all? Who
Because we
fault
didn't
is
see
it?
feel like
much of
it's
y'all
both.
last week. This
Okay.
week I'm seeing a lot. And then we would.
Oh, I heard they don't ride in the same car together, and I was like, yo, people are.
I mean, we
crazy.
don't. All these years we work
But y'all be
together.
throwing each other under the bus though. I don't throw him. Like we ain't throwing each other under the bus.
I ain't never throw him under the bus.
He kept throwing you under the bus this whole show. He was like,
I
"Don't
throw
say
him
me, don't say me."
Oh, that's true.
No, we go back and forth for the show.
Yeah.
Nah, but we brothers.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
okay.
okay. Nah, we brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just light skinned. You know what I'm
He-
saying? So you gotta give him a
yeah.
hard time. That's all.
Yeah.
Now, was this album easier to do with more help or harder?
I feel like I
shit like that, for real.
I'm going to skip through this bit.
Why was she mad though?
Because she was just like, Carisha, for real, you be taking it too far. Like, it's so.
I mean, peeing on somebody in the shower ain't bad though.
What?
Like if you in the shower taking a
Yeah, you
shower,
ever took a shower and get pee?
he.
In shower, then you say stuff you know that's gonna go far.
I know. That's what you're supposed to do. And guess what? Them
No, that
cars
was
was
the
like.
truth.
Because no, when you said the golden shower thing and then you cleared it up, you said I wasn't even. You
Let me tell you
didn't say
something.
you
You
were.
have to get people talking. You know how many people went to watch that interview and wanted to see what cars? I was reading Risha Roulette. Yes, I like golden showers. Go buy them cars, baby.
Do you think
Did he ever pee on me? No.
if you weren't dating
Never.
Diddy at the time, do you think that it would have went as crazy and as viral still?
I don't know, because it was like P. Diddy.
exactly we revamped it. Don't do that. We
how
I'm
definitely
agreeing. I'm saying.
SP.
So I,
we hot. But when you want something, like I said, you're gonna get what you put in and put what you put out, and you have to work hard for stuff.
Hey, JT, I like you, girl. Get away from that next one next year, bro. Leave. Trust me. You got to leave. Yo, you got to know when to trim the fat. You got to know when to trim the fat. She's holding you down right now, Anchor, man. She does not want to do music. I could see there's a little bit of you wanting to do music, so you got to go solo.
And I feel like that's something that we have to work on too. Like I always have these talks with myself, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable as well. Like you can't think that culture is gonna keep moving you. You have to get in. You have to put in the work, and you have to go hard and grind hard to like stand out. I feel like when we first came out, of course we had fire music. We had the most, probably the
Yeah, I had great writers. That's what it was.
most support and backing at the time, and we had the culture. So it was easy for everybody to say, who is them girls that, you know, like,
right.
who's doing this and doing that? So over the time, things changed. So now it's like, you gonna have to have strategy. You can't keep moving off culture. You're gonna have to move off strategy. And I feel like that's what we don't move off of. Like, we don't move off strategy. We just be like, okay, we finna drop on what day? We get together, we go to them, we talk about it, we tell them. And that's just that. And then I feel like that's just what happened with this album.
I think y'all have it there too, though. Like, cause even with your brand, when you drop your merch, I was like,
And fuck that, man. These two ain't artists, man. That's what we need to really say. Yo, you know what's so funny? The same way people give flack to like Lil Pump and be like, Lil Pump was never an artist. These two ain't no artists, ain't no fucking artists either. Bro, these two is like Krishan Rock with a one-hit song. Literally, that's it. They're like Krishan Rock. It ain't the same thing.
You know my name. You know my name. Don't do that. Don't get on the purpose.
Just love y'all.
And so
It was
happened,
bars.
his friend,
Oh, then she addresses this whole thing with her throwing the phone at Uzi. This is hilarious.
Now hold on, a couple more questions. JT, why you had to throw your phone at Uzi? at the awards.
Okay, so let me tell y'all why I threw my phone at Uzi. Because for real, okay, the reason I threw my phone at Uzi is because when he had to perform, so when you have to perform at an award show, you have to be there earlier. Me, I'm gonna get in my glam. Like I have to do my thing. I gotta make sure I'm on time. So I'm not with all of that trying to go together and all of that. Let him get there and do his job because I'm not that type of woman. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you gotta take me. No, because I got my own life, my own career, and they gonna know my name when I step on the carpet. So we get in there, and baby, I'm so sorry when I say this. Uzi is like a frantic kid. Like he moves around a lot, and he plays like he is like play a lot. So when he got off stage, he came to me and he like, come on, let's go. He was like, give me a kiss. And then I was like, I gave him a kiss. He was like, we finna go, let's go. And I'm like, what? The show just started like that. And then I had on this big ass dress. I had on a huge dress. So I'm thinking he leaving and about to send somebody back to come and get me. But when I get up, he down there with, Bari. He down there chilling with Bari. And so happened.
Who's Bari?
His friend. His friend that he brought. It's like,
maybe not then.
You should have made sure I had that seat. It was never about another artist because an artist is supposed to be there. It was never about that. It's about that you made sure that Bari was in his seat. Like he's sitting there, he's chilling like this when I walk up. Bari like, yeah, bitch, I'm sitting right here.
Bari supposed to get up.
Yeah, he must have got up and been ready. You got what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. When I got down there, you supposed to check him as soon as I got down there. Like, get up and let my girl sit down. You get what I'm trying to say? He acting like he drunk and delirious and he don't know what's going on and Bari. So I'm going to turn up in this bitch because he know, like, how I am, how I can get.
Okay.
But it's like, I feel like both of them as men, somebody, like, you should have got up quick. You should have thought fast. You should have, like, all of that extra sitting down. Like, I'm in the awards. You ain't no rapper. You should have got up.
Because it got picked up and reported as like the whole Ice Spice situation.
Yeah, I know, but and me and Uzi went back in the award show and he sat directly back next to Ice Spice and I sat where Bari was sitting. So it was never a problem. But people won't report that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have to go on there and like make me get mad at this girl or like, oh, you mad, you jealous. You like, I'm like, you ain't even hear me say nothing about woman, bitch, nothing. Like girl, sis, nothing. Like even when I walked up, I said hi to her. But when I was walking up, I was so upset because he's like a kid. Like when you got in there, you supposed to know how to like court your girl. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you get in there, you making sure like he's sitting down and all of that. You telling me we about to go. You see I got on this big dress. I'm not for the running no awards and play. Like I'm grown. So when you went and sat down and I came down there, I'm thinking we probably leave because I'm waiting the whole time for the commercial to come. You can't move unless it's a commercial. So when I get up, I'm ready to go. Y'all down there acting like y'all at the Grammys.
Who retrieved your phone after you threw it?
I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that. I remember him just looking back at me and me just blacking out. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't find that shit funny. You get what I'm trying to say? That was not cool. That was like me and me tripping. Like you get what I'm trying to say? And it wasn't cool. And I had to live that down and not speak on that for so long. And people to call me jealous and people to say rumors about me and people to troll me about something that was not even true. But I'm like, why would I get online and talk about this if y'all still gonna believe what y'all want to believe?
Nobody.
You know what's so funny? She does that all the time. She gets online to clear up that she wasn't dissing so, and you know all these little girls be going at it. You not speaking on this actually made me feel like it was true. By the way, I cut that off and just post what Bari said. And this is also why, again, I like JT. Because I do think she got some talent. But I got to give the harsh reality here. JT, let me tell you this. You see, after y'all have done what kind of like in reverse what Blueface did to his own career, except Blueface got more talent in his finger than both of y'all combined. Like, y'all really just non-talented, if you ask me. And actually, I think you have talent, but you don't got no passion. So talent without passion, what is that? And in the reality of what I'm trying to say to you is that I believe you both, the highlight of your career, or what y'all are calling a career now, is your relationship with a man. Something that's not really, it doesn't mean it's going to last forever. And it could be here today and gone tomorrow. I think y'all have sacrificed y'all career. I think y'all have focused on relationship or chasing around a dude. Or ruin the image that y'all came in the game and created and turned into a brand by basically doing the opposite because y'all are following around a dude. So when things like this happen, and then you say that, then ASAP Bari, who is Uzi's friend, comes out and says, he ain't want you sitting there, dusty bitch. Stop lying. Now, let me just stop there alone. If Uzi's friend is talking about you like that, maybe Uzi either doesn't give a fuck to correct him, or maybe you ain't that goddamn important as you might think. Okay? Because if that's how he addresses you, even when you said, hey, I'm sorry. You even said, I'm sorry, Bari. This is how he's addressing you. Just keep in mind that this relationship that is now the forefront of your entire social media personality, this is how it's manifested, right? Because again, nobody's going to be talking about your album sales or your records for a long while after this. Then he continues, he said, she was really mad about Ice Spice, not about me. She called him a groupie because he was sitting next to her. Bitch sold 6K talking about me. Now, I think everybody kind of realized that it was probably some woman jealousy shit. And I'm not going to act like that this shit doesn't happen. You know me, I've been in relationships and y'all seen shit with me where you could be like, oh, maybe that's jealousy rearing its ugly head. So I'm not getting mad at her necessarily for that. Even though, to be honest, the worst time to do it because you're embarrassing your man who's a way bigger star than you. While we don't care about it, and I guess, yeah, let me take that back, actually. Let me take that back. Because I was going to forgive it because, like, couples go through that shit. But I'm going to be honest with you. JT, here's the reality about this. And I'm going to be respectful because I fuck with Uzi. You got to know your role. You at the BT Awards, not because we want your music. You're a social media personality. Your man, who I think opened the show or whatever he did, is the biggest musician on the fucking planet Earth. You sit there and you hold that shit till you get home. You wild out in the car going back home. Don't embarrass that man in public. He's the star. You're the chick who is dating a star. You done sold 6,000 records. We don't care about your music, clearly. I'm sorry to say that. I don't mean to be mean, but it's a reality. You're at an awards show, but you ain't getting no awards. You can't even get some sales. So you over here wilding out on the actual star, and he got to take it. Now, granted, I don't know what's going on with him and Ice Spice. Maybe he did do something inappropriate. But the same way how you're in these situations, you should know why you're even with the nigga like Uzi. Play your fucking role, man. Play your fucking role. You get what I mean? You're Safari. He's Nicki. I'm sorry. Play your role. Don't let them little social... All them people... You see, I see when you tweet. You and your girl, Carisha. Oh, y'all should be viral. Oh, my God. That's all over the place. But nobody buys them records. You're at an award show, not for social media. You're at an award show for music. This ain't your arena no more, baby girl. Y'all done told me this interview, y'all don't care about music no more. Y'all done told me that basically the passion ain't there. This is Uzi's arena now. So be a good supportive wife. Hold his hand. Be there. Be quiet. Exercise some class. I understand this whole city girls thing, but we told you y'all not even city girls no more because y'all in love. Y'all are housewives. Ghetto ones at that. Just play a role. You mad at him? Yo, you could even give him that look. Yo, I'm going to fuck you up when we get home. Okay, that's relationship shit. But don't embarrass that king no more, man. He's there to collect awards and sell records. You are there to just promote you tweeting and you Instagramming. Because y'all not into music no more. Y'all are just doing some other bullshit. Your club hosting is going to come regardless because y'all built the brand. Fortunately for y'all, I still have a name. But y'all not doing shows like that. You're not going on tours like that. It's been quiet for that. And this album was the exact proof. But I only say this, and I'm saying it really respectfully. I hope you take it as that. For anybody who gives up their career for a man or a woman, just remember that relationship becomes the only thing that validates you. And then when it gets in a situation like this where look how his friend talking to you, he ain't want you sitting there, you dusty bitch. What? If I was you, I'd be in the fucking studio making records, right? I got to get back hot. If you was hot, he wouldn't be. If you was hot, Barry wouldn't talk about you like that. If you were making some great music, he wouldn't be talking about you like that. If you was Doja Cat, he wouldn't be talking about you like that. If you was Ice Spice, he wouldn't be talking about you like that. But y'all are now the aging girls who used to be city girls, who can't get a hit, who musically are irrelevant, who just have a bunch of Twitter followers and Instagram people that you can rely on. And yes, this was the appropriate response from Uzi's friend. You probably should be thinking about going to the Streamies next time, not the BET Awards. Leave the VMAs, Grammys, any award show for music, leave it to Uzi. He's the guy. He's the guy. Y'all are tweeters at this point. I think that might have been the last of what I need to play out of this. Carisha stayed quiet unless it was talking about Diddy.
The last tweet she just said the other day. So.
The only thing about him is his age.
Yeah.
That man don't get tired.
You be stressing Diddy out?
Huh?
You be stressing Diddy out?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah.
I be seeing Diddy shopping with you, and Diddy look so stressed out sometimes. But like, here's my card.
I feel like that is.
I wonder if they like watch their interviews back. Nigga, you were stuck on stupid the entire time they talking about your album. Let me show you her face. They talking about your music. Right here. This is her face the whole time they talking about music. Started talking about Diddy.
I had so much fun. Like, we'll get on the edible and just be high as fuck. It's the first time I started.
When they picked up the truck that I got you, because it.
You know.
I told y'all, I'm a park, baby. I'm fun. We just be vibing. Like, that's my nigga when I'm with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now, I ain't with him, so I don't know what he doing. But when I fly to LA or Miami, we get back together, that's going to be my
Do you
nigga.
treat your...
I do like, I ain't gonna lie though. I like Carisha's mentality. It's really a side chick mentality, but I like it. That's my nigga when I'm with him. But when I ain't with him, he can do whatever he want. That sounds good, right? Yeah, that sounds great. This is a 30-year-old woman saying this. This is amazing.
Older men different than your younger men?
This my first older man, and I love it. I don't want no more.
So do you like Google recognize signs of a stroke? Stuff like that?
Hold on now.
That sounds crazy. Diddy ain't that old. That sounds crazy.
No.
Okay. I don't even think Diddy
The
get
only thing
old.
about him is his age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man don't get tired.
You be stressing Diddy out?
Huh?
It was just
we go like
he like a magician.
like he just be like.
All right. Anyway, they also, I think the last thing was to address like, so she won Platform of the Year, right? Oh no, did they block? No, don't tell me they block YouTube. You fucking stream snipe my shit. No. Nah, YouTube went down. Yeah, it did. God damn. Give me 1 second. Rumble went down. YouTube went down. Oh my God. This is a good welcome back to streaming. We're only like 3 topics in. Like, I got like 8 more to go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put both back up. We had 8,000 on one of them and 2,000 on the other. Let's see. All right, YouTube should be coming back on. Give me 1 second. Is the Academy down or no? It probably is. Did both of them go down? Oh, both of them went down. All right, bet. I'm restarting both.